Good morning, all. Welcome back to my class. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, Lesson 5 Princess September. This lesson is written by Somerset Maugham. He was an English playwright, novelist, and a short story writer. Turn your textbook to page number 34. Lesson 5 Princess September. The king and queen of Siam had many daughters, and the queen said that it confused her to have to remember so many names. One day the king decided to call them January, February, March, though of course in Siamese, till he came to the youngest, whom he called September. The king of Siam had a peculiar habit. Instead of receiving gifts on his birthday, he gave them. One year on his birthday, not having anything else handy, he gave each of his daughters a green parrot in a golden cage. The princesses were very proud of their parrots, and they spent an hour every day in teaching them to talk. Presently, all the parrots could say, "God save the king," and some of them could say, "Pretty Polly," in no less than 7 Oriental languages. But one day, when Princess September went to say good morning to her parrot, she found it lying dead at the bottom of its golden cage. She burst into a flood of tears, and nothing that her maids of honor could say comforted her. She cried so much that the maids of honor, not knowing what to do, told the queen, and the queen said it was stuff and nonsense, and the child had better go to bed without any supper. The maids of honor wanted to go to a party. So they put Princess September to bed as quickly as they could and left her by herself. And while she lay in her bed, crying still even though she felt rather hungry, she saw a little bird hop into her room. She wiped her tears and sat up. Then the little bird began to sing, and he sang a beautiful song all about the lake in the king's garden and the willow trees that looked at themselves in the still water, and the goldfish that glided in and out of the branches that were reflected in it. When he had finished, the princess was not crying any more, and she quite forgot that she had had no supper. "That was a very nice song," she said. The little bird gave her a bow. "Would you care to have me in place of your parrot?" said the little bird. "It's true that I'm not so pretty to look at, but on the other hand, I have a much better voice." Princess September clapped her hands with delight, and then the little bird hopped on to the end of her bed and sang her to sleep. When she awoke next day, the little bird was still there, and as she opened her eyes, he said, "Good morning." The maids of honor brought in her breakfast, and he ate rice out of her hand, and he had his bath in her saucer. He began to sing again so beautifully that the maids of honor were quite surprised, for they had never heard anything like it. And Princess September was very proud and happy. "Now I want to show you to my 8 sisters," said the princess. She stretched out the first finger of her right hand so that it served as a perch, and the little bird flew down and sat on it. Then, followed by her maids of honor, she went through the palace and called on each of the princesses. And for each of them the little bird sang a different song. But the parrots could only say, "God save the king," and "Pretty Polly." At last she showed the little bird to the king and the queen. They were surprised and delighted. "I knew I was right to send you to bed without any supper," said the queen. "This bird sings much better than the parrots," said the king. "I should have thought you got quite tired of hearing people say, 'God save the king,'" said the queen. I can't think why those girls wanted to teach their parrots to say it too. The sentiment is admirable, said the king, and I never mind how often I hear it. But I do get tired of hearing those parrots say, pretty Polly. They say it in 7 different languages, said the princesses. I dare say they do, said the king, but it reminds me too much of my counselors. They say the same thing in 7 different ways, and it never means anything in any way they say it. The princesses were vexed at this, and the parrots looked very glum indeed. But Princess September ran through all the rooms of the palace, singing like a lark, while the little bird flew round and round her, singing like a nightingale. Things went on like this for several days, and then the 8 princesses put their heads together. They went to September and sat down in a circle round her. My poor September, they said, we are sorry for the death of your beautiful parrot. It must be dreadful for you not to have a pet bird as we have. So we have all put our pocket money together and we are going to buy you a lovely green and yellow parrot. Thank you for nothing, said September. I have a pet bird which sings the most charming songs to me, and I don't know what on earth I should do with a green and yellow parrot. Well, my dear, they said, it's absurd to talk of your bird when the little fellow flies in and out just as he likes. They looked round the room and raised their eyebrows. Do you mind our asking where your bird is now? They said. He has gone to pay a visit to his father-in-law, said Princess September. And what makes you think he will come back? Asked the princesses. He always does come back, said September. Well, my dear, said the 8 princesses, if you will take our advice, you won't run any risk like that. If he comes back, and mind you, if he does, you will be lucky. Pop him into the cage and keep him there. That's the only way you can be sure of him. But I like to have him fly about the room, said the young Princess September. Safety first, said her sisters ominously. Ominously means in a way that suggests that something bad is going to happen. They got up and walked out of the room, shaking their heads, and they left September very uneasy. I am going to explain, so listen carefully. The lesson, Princess September, revolves around the youngest daughter of the King and Queen of Siam, named September. The King and Queen of Siam had so many daughters that they decided to name their daughters January, February, March, till they named their youngest daughter September. The king had a strange habit of giving away gifts on his birthday instead of receiving them. He thus gifted all of his daughters a green parrot in a golden cage. The princesses gave the parrots an hour each day and taught them to say, God save the king and Pretty Polly, in no less than 7 Oriental languages. Princess September's parrot died one day and she got very upset. She kept on crying and her maids of honor couldn't comfort her. They consulted the queen, who advised them to put her to bed without any supper. The maids of honor did it and left her alone. She was crying, even if she felt hungry. Suddenly, she saw a little bird jump into her room. She wiped away her tears to see him. The little bird sang a melodious song all about the lake in the king's garden. The willow tree peeped at its reflection in the lake water, while the goldfish moved smoothly in and out of the branches that were reflecting themselves in the water. As the bird stopped singing, the princess was not weeping anymore. She forgot that she was hungry. Princess September told the bird that it was very nice. The bird bowed down and asked the princess if she would like to have him in place of the parrot. He confessed that he knew he was not as pretty as the parrot, but he could surely sing much more beautifully. She clapped her hands in delight. The little bird hopped on to one side of her bed and sang till she fell asleep. The next morning, the bird wished the princess good morning. The maids of honor brought in her breakfast, and Princess September fed the little bird with her hands. The little bird had bath in her saucer. He started singing again, and his beautiful voice left the maids of honor were amazed because they never had heard such a melodious voice. This made Princess September very glad, and she was proud of him. The princess expressed her desire to show the little bird to her 8 sisters. She extended the forefinger of her right hand to make a perch out of it and allowed the little bird to sit on it. She went everywhere in the palace to call out her sisters, and the maids of honor followed her everywhere. The bird sang a different song for each one of them. The parrots, on the other hand, could only say, "God save the king and Pretty Polly." When she showed the bird to the king and the queen, it made them very happy. The queen felt it was the right decision to send her to sleep without feeding her supper. The king was elated on seeing that the bird could sing better than the parrots. The queen expressed that she should have thought about how tired the king would have gotten up on hearing the same words, "God save the king," by so many people. It was hard for her to understand why their daughters taught the parrots to say it too. The king, on the other hand, didn't mind how often he heard it. However, he did mention that hearing Pretty Polly often tires him. The princess instantly mentioned and said that their parrots could say it in 7 different languages. The king said that even his counselors could say it in 7 different ways. Upon hearing this, the princesses got annoyed and the parrots got depressed. Vexed means distressed. Princess September, on the other hand, roamed all around the palace, visiting all the rooms while she sang like a lark, and the bird flew round and round her. The bird, on the other hand, sang like a nightingale. For several days, the situation in the palace remained somewhat like this only. The other 8 princesses went to September and sat around her in a circle. They expressed their grief over the death of the poor September's parrot. They said that she must be feeling terrible for not having a pet bird like all her sisters. They told her that they put their pocket money together to buy her a lovely green and yellow parrot. Hearing this, September thanked them. She said that she had a pet bird. It sang the most charming songs to her. She didn't know what she would do with the parrot. The princesses said that she was wrong in calling the bird as hers. They remarked that the bird flew in and out just as it liked. They said her where the bird was at that time. September told them that the bird had gone to visit to its father-in-law. The princesses said that it was not likely to come back. If it came back, she should put it into the cage. But September replied that she liked to see it fly. They told her that safety first should be the objective. They went away from the room. Princess September felt uneasy. That's all for the day. Thank you.